Okay, back again. I was putting everything away, and then I started to do something dangerous. I began thinking. And if you recall from the first video on how I had this tape marked up, I essentially had the first tape marking at the beginning, or rather the end of this bend, if you can see that. So let me change the camera a little bit. This bend, and then the straightness here. Well, this bend, that little bend, is what allows this handle to remain straight over the right side of the press. Whereas, if you recall, when I put this handle on, there was like a 20-degree push to the right. So if I were to cut this here, thread it to, say, here, and then install it, it would actually have an angle similar to that. So instead of this being straight up and down, it would shoot out at probably a 20-degree angle back and forth. I don't think that's going to be comfortable. So what I think I'm going to do, and I think this will actually work out better, especially after experimenting earlier with recutting these existing threads, and it'll take some of the concern away about how to get the die onto a freshly cut bar of steel and get some straight cuts. Excuse me. So here's my thought. I'll take this particular nut off. I will rethread these dies like I did earlier tonight with this, and I will keep going up this bar until I reach right where the edge of that blue tape is, because that's where the bend, that's where this bend starts to straighten up. So allowing me to screw the handle in, I'll lower maybe 2 inches lower than what it currently is. I'll test that out. So I think what I'm going to do is tomorrow, instead of cutting this first and then trying to thread right after the cut, is I think I'm going to thread, rethread here, and then thread this all the way up to the blue. Then pull the die off to see what I do or don't like in terms of putting it in the press, and see how it actually seats. And then probably put the die on back again, get it all the way up here, and then cut this off with my miter saw and my metal blade, and then rotate the die back down, opening up or recreating the threads that may get damaged in the cut. So that's the game plan. We'll see how that works. So tomorrow we'll do some more threading, test it on the lock and load, and then cut it. So take care.